Hi, I'm Calvin Rose, and welcome to Market Minute. What a day today in the markets. I mean, unbelievable. But don't get too excited because I'm not so sure this is going to keep going that way. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 1.47%, S&P up 2.39%, NASDAQ up 3.82%, almost 4%, and small caps up 3%. And I do like the fact that gold closed down. So that's good because gold was the safe haven. And I say was because that was a long time ago. That is over. And you'll see that as we look at the risk metrics for today, Friday, May 13th. Friday, a week ago, when I produced the video that you'll see in the card up in the corner, gold was at very high risk. And this Friday, today, it's also at very high risk. Now, why do I say that? Well, this chart just hasn't gotten any better, has it? The black line's the price of gold. You can see it's just been getting wrecked. The orange line is the selling pressure. You can see it's very, very high and is staying up here. In fact, the 1 month trend and the 2 month trend for the selling pressure, it just keeps increasing. The buying pressure, on the other hand, the solid gray line, is just not good, right? It's been declining over the 2 month period, the trend. The 1 month period's declining. It's well below the selling pressure. This is not a good look. I would not be anywhere near gold. So what about equity market risk last Friday? Well, I said it was at moderate risk, and the reason I said that, in fact, let's take a look at it. And today I'm going to also call it at moderate risk. But what was happening last Friday when we looked at the chart? Well, the selling pressure was above the buying pressure, so that's bad. And you can see the price was dropping, but the selling pressure was declining while the buying pressure was increasing. This was the chart from last Friday. But now if we take a look at today, that's starting to shift a little bit possibly. Even though the market was up big today, up really big, I'm not ready to call victory here. This is starting to shift here. You can see, yes, the selling pressure was declining, but look at what it's done in the last several days or about the last week or so. It's really started to increase here while the buying pressure is decreasing. And you can even see that in the 1 month trend here where, it might be, it looks pretty flat actually. No, it's actually starting to rise a little bit. A little hard to see in this chart, but it is starting to rise a little bit, the selling pressure. And the buying pressure, the 1 month trend is declining. So, I like the fact that it's dipped here. And if this continues going lower next week into next week and these cross, maybe we're out of the woods. Not ready to call that yet, which is why I have it at moderate risk still. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The selling pressure really shot up here. And I'm not surprised because, when people leave safe haven equities like the Dow and move over to more tech stocks, higher risk stocks like the NASDAQ 100 or small caps, you're going to see this kind of increased selling pressure here. And really a big drop in buying pressure. For the S&P 500, it looks very much like the NASDAQ. Selling pressure above the buying pressure, but as of today, moving in the right direction, not there yet. So I'm not really ready to call victory here and jump right back into full-on equities. Now let's take a look at interest rates. Last Friday, interest rate risk was at high risk, and interest rate risk today is at moderate. Now, why do I say that? Well, let's take a look at the ETF TLT, which is Treasury bonds of an average duration of 20 years. You can see the price has just been getting wrecked, very much like gold. There was a nice rally here, even though the selling pressure was above the buying pressure here. There was a very nice rally here, and now it's just kind of waffling. The 1 month trend for the buying pressure is still increasing. The 1 month trend for the selling pressure is decreasing, and they've crossed here even though over the last 2 days the price of TLT has dropped. The buying pressure is above the selling pressure. So Didn't mean to change slides that quickly, but that's why I have it at moderate risk. We'll see where this goes next week. Let's take a look at cryptos. So crypto risk last Friday, very high, and boy, was that a good call, because the crypto market just absolutely got wrecked. Crypto risk today still very high. And let's take a look at the chart. Now, what happened to cryptos here? I mean, you can see they were not in a good place all the way over the past 2 months. And then over the last week or so, they just got trashed. What happened here? Well, let's take a look. I'm sure a lot of you have read about Terra Luna. There's a crypto called Terra USD, which is supposed to stay around $1. This is the Luna side of things, though. You can see this is Terra Luna, and Terra Luna is sort of the balancing side of the Terra USD that's supposed to track the US dollar and stay at $1. Well, it didn't. It slipped below $1. In fact, it dropped a lot. The Luna side of things, you can see, was up at 88. In fact, before this, it was actually up at $94 a share. When Terra started to fall below $1, this just got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I mean, you can see it went down to fractions of a penny here in price. In fact, this morning at 8 a.m., it was at $0.00013. That is nothing. That's just about zero. And now it's trying to kind of come back here. So this really spooked the crypto market, which is why you're seeing this big, huge drop here. Now, cryptos tried to rally today and come back a bit. But if you look at the selling pressure, it's been increasing over the past month, while the buying pressure has been declining. Even in the last few days, selling pressure jumped up. Even though the cryptos in general moved higher today, selling pressure is still going higher. But the buying pressure also ticked up. So we'll have to see what happens next week. But I'd stay away from cryptos for right now, unless you want to bottom fish. This may be an opportunity if you want to see if you can pick off a bottom here. Maybe we get a rally. That's risky. It's like catching a falling knife. It could turn out to be a pivotal week next week. Equities look like they might be poised to finally turn around. Cryptocurrencies are trying to rally here. I would stay away from gold. I'm not sure what's going to happen with interest rates, but nobody has a crystal ball, so we're going to kind of have to wait. It's premature to say we've seen the bottom, but hopefully we'll get some confirmation next week. That's the optimistic view. The pessimistic, or maybe what some people would say is realistic view, is that we're not done yet. Tune in next week. We'll see what happens. I'm Calvin Rose. And thank you for watching today. If you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you'll never miss another upcoming episode of Market Minute. That's all for now.